Guys, deluded Guna, YouTube's N'Golo Kante, Arsenal 1, Burnley 0. We leave it late like the other couple of games against these guys. What is it with us versus Burnley? But yeah, we won the game. Going into the game, we knew it was at stake. Fantastic performance against Spurs, but it means very little in the Premier League, such as the nature of it. There's no point reminiscing of your wins. We need to keep going on, keep going strong. And yeah, we need to win this. We've got United in a couple fixtures time, so we need to take our next two games. We need to ideally take 6 points from that. So yeah, moving to the top four, if I haven't said it already, that's what's at stake as well today. Going into the game, our opponents, Burnley, we know, you've seen the preview how Burnley are going to be, and the last time we went there, rigid, tough to defend. This season, you've seen them try and play football a bit more and not really hoof it, but they still do a lot of that. They're going to do, you've seen it. You know how Burnley are going to play, and we know if we're going to walk away with 3 points, we have to remain rigid. We have to stick to our tasks, and we're not going to be given an easy 3 points. So yeah, man. Big talking point, not no Mesut Ozil, of course, for whatever reason. I mean, you played a blinder against Spurs. I can't personally understand if it is on the sporting front, so I'm inclined to believe you legitimately have a cold, but you've got contract stuff going on. I don't know what's happening in regards to that. We can't underplay that aspect. So yeah, enough about that. It's irrelevant. Let's move on. First half. The first 5 minutes, they set the tone. Burnley showed you what they were going to do. They were pressing us. They were pressing us high. They were doing that sort of thing. They were aggressive in the tackle. I mean, Awobi was on the end of a couple in that first half. You saw what they wanted to do, and I believe in like the first couple minutes, Koscielny lost the ball. And you saw them try high press, try counter rush, try take advantage of their size and their physicality and things like that. First 10 was it all went to the whole half went to Burnley. If we're on it, we have to be honest with ourselves. It was all Burnley. You clearly saw they've worked on a lot of set pieces generally throughout the whole season, but it seems like they were specifically targeting our back post because they were trying to isolate whatever defender, whether it would be Kolasinac, Kola, however I say it, forgive me, Monreal, whoever just happened to be marking at the back post. You saw that. Check played a blinder today, but that first half he saved us. A lot of saves, man. A lot of saves. Especially when you saw Goodmunson, I hope I said his name correctly, and Brady, they were cutting in, they were whipping balls in. Czech had to be equal to a lot of that. Set pieces, like I said, they were doubling up on us, and they were doing their thing, man. They were firm in the tackles, man. Firm. We weren't really on our front. We didn't really, let's be honest, it was a lackluster first half. We were still tired. I mean, I heard the coach was delayed, so maybe that affected our psychological approach and we were a bit dazed. But yeah, it's weird because I was actually confident in this game for some reason, but there were incidences you'd think, all right, Burnley might score here. Burnley are confident. They're flying forward. They're having opportunities. Where Mustafi's doing very well fighting Barnes for the first and second headers, but Barnes is giving as well as he's getting, as well as the other guys. They're fighting, they're committed, and they're getting first to a lot of the tackles, to be honest with you. And well, I give credit to the back five today in the 3 centre halves and the 2 fullbacks. Well, you might as well call it 6 in check, because we knew if we were going to get anything, we had to fix up defensively, especially from set pieces, and you saw that. But it was all really and truly Burnley in the first half, just all in the we couldn't get the ball down. We weren't really playing any football. The only joy we're having is that Burnley, they're threatening, but they're not really having any quality. That said, for us, we didn't have a shot on target. I believe in what was it? It was either the 17th minute or the 11th. I don't know why I got that mixed up. But Lacazette done very well to lay on Ramsey. He done very well. It was a dead angle for him. He done very well to turn a couple guys. Played Ramsey. And Ramsey really should have done a lot better with that. I actually feel Lacazette was playing quite well, to be honest with you, in the first half. It's hard when you're not getting hit the ball directly. It's hard when your team's not playing the football. But he was getting into little pockets and things like that, along with Alexis, who looked bright. They were the only real 2 players. Obviously, I just said the defensive players were doing their thing. But we didn't look like we were on scoring. Like I said, several gears. Strangely, I think Ramsey played very well, especially in the first half. Second half, he faltered, but in the first half, he was making runs. We just needed a bit more quality from him, and he was pressing and aggressive. And our midfield, we were cool, but on a general basis, it was all Burnley. Their high line, they were coming quite high as well. It's like they didn't really care that it was Arsenal, to be honest. What was it? One of them hit the post. I think it was Brady or Goodmunson. One of them checked in. They caught they checked in, caught Monreal, and they had an effort and Czech saved it. And one of them hit the post. It was mad. It was all mad, man. They were doing a lot, and it took us about 20 minutes, 23 minutes to get the ball down and actually start playing football. You saw us try and get some passes together. You could actually hear Bold or whoever saying, keep it. You could see us just keeping it, just try and get some confidence, just try and take the sting out of Burnley's play, because the crowd is playing a big thing about it. We know Burnley, on top of being a hard-working side, their 12th man make it mad. So we were trying to do that, and it took around 20 minutes or so to do that. I do think the ref had a shocker. 33-minute, Lacazette booked for some nonsense. Not booked, sorry. Gave away a foul for some nonsense. He brushed him. Them sort of things were happening throughout the whole game. Like, the refereeing in the Premier League really really needs to fix up, man. Really needs to fix up. I did think we could have had a pen in the game as well, was it Bellerin? But yeah, 33 minute as well, 38th minute, sorry, Czech made a bad boy save as well. But yeah, it's nil. The only saving grace in the first half is that it's 0-0, because although we haven't done enough, I don't think we actually had a shot on target. Burnley are having efforts, but they're not really troubling us, and they really could have scored a couple. So we thank our lucky stars for that. And then yeah, man, like I said, I got it written down. Burnley are the happier the fans. We're under pressure from crosses and things like that. We need to sort ourselves out. We need to have a shot on target and things like that. Like, yeah, man, that's just all there is to say. They had more corners in the first half. They obviously had more possession. They obviously had the most of the chances and things like that. And we really had our backs against the wall. Now, on one hand, you want Arsenal to just get the job done in these sort of games, because this is what title challengers or clubs that aspire to be big clubs do. But on the other hand, we thank our stars. We've had a lackluster first half. We've defended our lines well, and yeah, we just haven't done enough on the attacking front. So yeah, we're counting our lucky stars. After half time, credit to the boys again. You guys know I'm very harsh on Arsenal because I love us, but I give credit today. You could see an improvement from literally the first minute when Iwobi and Alexis did a little good play and they should have had a corner. Another example of the shocking reffing. Yeah, 48th minute, Alexis and Kolasinac combined. Kolasinac, however you say his name, forgive me, combined in. You saw Pope in the 50th minute made his first shot, first save. I think Alexis and Lacazette exchange. I think Lacazette had the shot. It was a tame shot. But again, like, it took us this long to start playing football, and we're threatening Burnley. They're actually having to defend. You're seeing them getting pulled out of position. The fans are going quiet at times. Don't get me wrong, they weren't any of that. But yeah, we're growing into the game. Alexis, who looked in the first half to be the most likely person to score, is doing his thing and getting on the ball and asserting himself. So yeah, like I said, man, I think I'm pretty sure Brady had a yellow card. Forgive me if he didn't, but he could have been booked for in whatever in the second half. I don't know the minute, but he brought down Bellerin. He didn't win the ball. Now people could be saying I'm harsh and I support Arsenal. Yes, you're right about that, but it really could have been a bang, people, man. I'm being serious. So yeah, 74th minute, Ramsey, I can't lie, I think Ramsey had a good game, but it was tiring. He was giving the ball away in dumb positions, and he almost gifted Brady one. When Wilshere came on, he almost done the same thing as well. But yeah, man, when Wilshere came on, you saw him try and do so. Finally, let's try and get some quality in behind. Let's link up. Like I said, don't get me wrong, he almost gave away a goal because he had no awareness on the edge of his goal line. You got to clear that, and that's always been a problem of Wilshere's. But we're looking like we're looking better. But I'm not gonna lie, neither side are looking at this point. I'll say the 50th, the 60th. Them sort of minutes there. Neither side are looking like they're going to get the win, and we're both breaking and threatening, but neither side's looking like or actually doing enough in the final third to get it. So yeah, Tarkowski and them centre backs there, whoever was playing for them today, played a blinder as well. They were equal to everything. They were doing our thing. 90th minute, like because you could say because we had a better second half and we got some luck that we deserved in a penalty. It is a harsh penalty, but for me it is a penalty. Now I haven't seen the replay, but I'm an Arsenal fan, so I'm gonna say that Ramsey I think was brought down or something like that. Alexis takes it. Pope actually guesses the right way, but it's enough. It's a smash and grab. 90th minute, and all we can say at that moment is yeah, like. It was a weird one. On one hand, you could say we defended very well. I'm impressed with our defenders. I'm actually kind of happy about that performance, to be honest, because we weathered the storm very well. But on the other hand, you could say we could win these games more convincingly. The fact is, we take 3 points. I believe we play in the week, correct me if I'm wrong, against Huddersfield. Then on Saturday is a big one against United. So it's about taking 3 points against Huddersfield. Ideally, you'd love a draw. You'd love to beat United. Ideally, of course, but you take a draw, realistically speaking. I do think we could have, if we try play our game, we can win that. But yeah, you never know what's going to happen. So we need another 3 points, 6 points from the next 2 games, and we put ourselves in a good position. And yeah, top 4 on paper looks like it's like you're there right now. It's about building on. But enough of that. I'm waffling now. Guys, Deludigoon, I'm signing out. Arsenal 1, Burnley 0.